Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I enlighten car owners and drivers in the UK about the UK insurance claim processes. So today we're discussing fault versus no fault car claims in the UK. We're on the page for this. Let's dive in. Fault or no fault? It sounds simple, right? But in the UK car insurance, it's not always about who caused the accident, it's about who pays. Yeah, so in this video, I'll break it down so you understand how it affects your claim, your payout, and even your future premium. So, what is a fault claim? A fault claim doesn't necessarily mean you caused the accident. It simply means your insurer had to pay for the claim and couldn't recover the money from the fault party or the other party. In this case, the responsible party. Fault claim could include you hitting another vehicle, damage to third-party property, or even situations like theft or vandalism to your vehicle. It could also mean damage to your vehicle by an unknown vehicle. So even if it's not your fault in the literal sense of it, if your insurer cannot recover the cost, it may still be recorded as a fault claim on your policy. So what is a no fault claim? A no fault claim is when your insurer pays initially but successfully recover all the claim costs from the third party or from the responsible party. This usually happens when the other driver is clearly at fault, where there is a strong evidence like dashcam or witnesses, or liability is accepted quickly by the third party insurer. So in simple terms, your insurer gets their money back from the responsible party. So who decides fault? So liability is decided by insurers based on evidence such as photos and videos from the dashcam, driver statements from the accident report form, witness reports from witnesses who see the accident happen, police involvement in the form of police report if necessary, and sometimes it's not always straightforward as well. In some cases, liability is split, for example, 50-50 or even 80-20, especially when both drivers contributed to the accident, and this is usually established according to Road Traffic Act and even in some cases through case laws. How does it affect you? This is where it really matters. A fault claim can increase your future premiums, could reduce or affect your no claims discount. It could stay on your records for years. That's why it is very important to protect your no claims discount when taking out or renewing your insurance policy. How does this help? This helps limit the impact of a fault claim on your accumulated discount. Even with a no fault claim, your premium can still be affected. It is important to note this because insurers assess overall risk and not just a fault. So there's some important policy protections car owners can take into place. These are also key protections many drivers overlook. So let's dive into them. The first one on the list is uninsured driver promise. If you're hit by an uninsured driver, your insurer may still pay your claim, but without this protection, it could be recorded as a fault claim because they can't recover the cost from the responsible party. So it's very important. Vandalism promise is the second one. This helps protect you if your car is damaged maliciously. Without this cover, your insurer may treat it as a fault claim since there's no one to recover the cost from. So this is a very important cover as well, but there's some terms and conditions. This small policy add-on can make a big difference when it comes to protecting your record. There's some common misconceptions by drivers. Many drivers think if it's not my fault, it won't affect me. That's not always true. If your insurer cannot recover their cost from the responsible party, it may still be recorded as a fault claim. So also very important is avoiding admitting fault at the scene. Avoid admitting fault at the scene. Always stick to the facts and let the insurers assess liability. So remember, fault and no fault isn't just about who caused the accident, it's about who pays. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more expert advice on the UK car insurance claims. And let me know in the comments, have you ever had a fault or no fault claim? How did it go? How can I help you more to get better prepared in the future? Thank you. See you in the next one.